going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here, and welcome to a channel update for September 9th, 2012. Although, quite honest, September 5th, 2012, sorry. Although, really, the main meat of this video is all going to be the same subject. There were two quick things that I also wanted to talk about before that, so I'm calling it a channel update, technically. But really, I'm announcing the big contest. I've been alluding to it for a couple days now on my forums and also on Twitter and Facebook. The Hardcore Gaming Season Giveaway, okay? And I'm going to explain to you what that is in just a moment. But before we get there, two quick things I want to talk about. First of all, I have beaten Ratchet & Clank HD. I thought it was going to take me longer than 2 days, but I was actually able to beat the whole game in 2 days. So what I'm going to do, starting tomorrow, Thursday, is I'm going to start playing a game that's completely unannounced, okay? It's a mystery game, but it's a game that I've actually been interested in playing for a long time, okay? But it just never, never came together, never happened. But it looks like now it could finally happen, and I'm interested in playing this game. It's a game I've never played before, okay? So, mystery game starting tomorrow. I think people will enjoy it, so tune in for that, okay? Now, one last thing before we get to the meat of the video. John Rambo is unable to come here on Saturday to do our co-op and film Smart Guys, simply because, as you know, he's been having car trouble. He has no car right now. His station wagon died, and he's in the process of arranging to get another car, and it looks good. It looks like pretty soon he will have one, which is a great thing, but right now he doesn't have one. And so rather than him trying to borrow cars or try to figure a way out, we realized also there's really no co-op to really do this weekend. We would have to do something random. It's not like anything new came out or anything. So, this weekend on Saturday, you will not see any co-op. You will be seeing gameplay from me. What it is, I don't know. It depends on what happens with this mystery game, how long it takes me to beat it. Maybe I'll jump into other stuff later this week. Like a lot of people have been requesting Sly Cooper 2. A lot of people have been saying, listen, Thieves in Time is coming out early next year. We want to see you do Sly 2 before that. That's a very big possibility that I may do that before Tuesday of next week when actually Tekken Tag Tournament 2 comes out. So, just to give you an idea, mystery game, then possibly Sly 2 or maybe something else this weekend, because I'm going to have a lot of time to play because John's not coming over. We're not doing co-op on Saturday, okay? But that doesn't mean that there won't be a Smart Guys. I'm not exactly sure. I know that John is doing a special live stream of the show. It's his 50th episode anniversary, and he's doing a live stream Friday night, I believe 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not 100% on that time, but I'm almost positive. For information on that, obviously go over to his channel and follow him on Twitter. He'll be able to give you more information on that, but I'm pretty sure he's doing that Friday, so I was thinking maybe we could do an audio-only Smart Guys on Saturday. I'm not 100%. I haven't, got up to speed with him on that yet, but there's a possibility it might happen, there's a possibility it might not. So I just wanted to let everyone know, unfortunately, because the car troubles are still ongoing, that no co-op this week with John Rambo, okay? Alright, the meat of the video. And I'm actually excited about this because it's been a while since I did a contest or a giveaway, and I actually, the other day, I was sitting down and I said, wow, starting on Tuesday, it's really going to start being really busy because you got Tekken Tag Tournament. The next week you're going to have Borderlands 2. That's going to be huge. The next week you have multiple releases with Family Guy, Dead or Alive 5, One Piece Warriors. I think there's actually another game that week too. I think there's 4 things that week. It might be a DLC. Someone had told me there was something coming out that week, and I have it written on my calendar. Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom Rebirth, or whatever it's called, the collection of Marvel superheroes and Marvel vs. Capcom. That's going to be big for me because I am ranked number 5 in the world at Marvel vs. Capcom 1. I actually participated in the very last tournament ever held for that game at a major, or at the Nationals, back at B5, and I got 5th place. So I was really good at that game. I was one of maybe the top, the top echelon of maybe 10 to 20 people who really played that game on another level than everyone else, and I'm really good at it. Of course, I have no idea how it's going to play online with lag, but I'm interested in trying it out. So that week's going to be busy, and then every week after that, boom, 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 multiple major releases, and I said, we're really heading into the hardcore gaming season. And so I looked at my games rack over here, and I said, what the hell, my games rack is full. What is all this? And as I started looking through it, I was like, oh man, there's a bunch of games that, there's a couple different situations. Either I bought them and I played them, but I didn't trade them in for whatever reason. Maybe I forgot, maybe it was like a collector's edition, and now some time's passed and I realized, they really have no trade-in value anymore, but they're neat because they were the collector's editions of the games. Maybe someone would want them, okay? In other cases, there's certain games that I just didn't get to play this year. I bought them, but either I got caught up with other major releases, maybe it was a game that I didn't want to play because I had played too much of it and people really weren't feeling it. An example, RPGs this year. So many fucking major RPGs came out this year that people just stopped watching them on the internet. So I have a lot of those kind of games. Some of them are just old games that I did for marathons, and I don't need them anymore. Obviously, they have no trade-in value because they're older games, but maybe someone would like them. It's a wide variety of games, and I have 10, that's right, 10 games that I'm going to be giving away over a course of 10 weeks. It's going to be 10 weeks of the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway, okay? So let me explain, first of all, how this is going to work. Let me explain what you could do with it if it's a game that you don't want, etc. So, starting on Friday, and I have to look up the date because I didn't write it down because I'm an idiot. Not this Friday, okay? But starting on Friday, September 14th, which is 1 week from this Friday, okay? I'm going to be posting up a video every Friday. What I'm going to do, okay? I have 10 games here, which I'm about to reveal to you what the games are, so stay tuned. But I have 10 games here that I'm going to put them all in a hat. And I'm going to randomly on Friday do a video just like this. I'm going to draw from the hat. Oh, this game is up for grabs this week, okay? And here's what you do in order to become eligible to win the game. All you need to do is go to my website, thekingofhate.com. Now, if you're already a registered forum user, you're already a step ahead. If you're not a registered forum user, you will have to create an account. Don't worry. I know that some people say, oh, I tried for 3 days straight and I still didn't get my email that enables my account. Don't worry about it. Within a week, you will definitely get it enabled. And the nature of the contest is that everyone has a completely fair chance whether you enter at the beginning of each week or the end of each week. And I'll explain why in a moment. So basically, you need to be registered on my website, thekingofhate.com. What I'm going to do in each video, so starting on September 14th, I'm going to have a link to a forum thread. You go to that link, and if you want to be entered into the contest to win the game that was drawn that week, you just go into the thread and you make a post. It could be anything. You can say, yes, I want to be eligible. Something like, just make sure it's something intelligent, not, oh, giant flaming fucking infested gonorrhea dicks. Don't do stupid shit like that. But it'll say, yes, I'd like to enter the contest. Yes, or, whatever. I'd like to enter for this game. What we're going to do, we're going to leave that thread open for a full week. At the end of the week, meaning, that next Friday, I will close the thread, okay? So there will be no more eligible entries. It'll be a 7-day entry period. On that 7th day, when I'm about to film the next video for the next game to be given away, I will use a random number generator to randomly pick someone who posted in the thread as the winner, okay? So, for example, let's say 500 people post up for the first game that they want to be eligible. I use the random number generator. Oh, it's going to pick a random person. Oh, number 247. I go to post number 247 in the thread. That person is the winner, okay? Now, let me explain the rules, because there are some rules around this that I don't want anyone to break or try to abuse the system. Number one, no, you cannot post up more than once in each thread. If we see you posting up more than once in each thread, myself or the moderators, because I do have moderators that will be, governing this contest, will not only make you ineligible, but you will be disciplined on the website. We don't want people trying to cheat and enter multiple times. You get one entry per thread, okay? Number two, don't be sly and try to make multiple accounts or clone accounts, because I know some people try, oh, I want 5 entries, so I'm going to make 5 forum accounts and I'm just going to post 5 times and I have 5 times as a chance to win. Not going to work, and I'll tell you why. We can track everyone's IP, and we can tell when someone is repeatedly posting from the same IP, even though they're on a different account. So don't even try it. Don't try to cheat the system. You get 1 entry per game, okay? Number 3, yes, I'm going to ship worldwide. On this contest, I want everyone to have a fair chance. I'm not going to make excuses and say it's too expensive to ship here or ship there. This is a way for me to give back to the fans during this hardcore gaming season. I will ship anywhere in the world, okay? So, what that means is, wow, okay, I live in Rio de Janeiro, I want to enter. I live in Pakistan, hell, you can enter, okay? There's a problem, though. Here's the thing. The games that I'm giving away, some of them are PlayStation 3 games, some of them are Xbox 360 games. Here's the thing. The Xbox 360 games that I purchased, obviously I purchased in the United States, they only work on Region 1 consoles. So what that means, they will only work on a console in North America, Mexico, or Canada. They will not work anywhere else in the world. So if you were outside of that region, understand that if you enter into the contest for those Xbox 360 games, you will not be able to play them on your Xbox 360. However, I do fully understand there are some people that maybe would just like a piece of memorabilia from me, a game maybe autographed by me or whatever. So by all means, if you don't live in this region and you don't care about playing the game, if you just want to win it for like nostalgia's sake or for memorabilia's sake, you can enter, no problem, okay? However, the PlayStation 3 games are, you know, capable of being played worldwide. The PlayStation 3 has no region lock. So no matter where you are in the world, the PlayStation 3 games will work, okay? So that's the rules. Obviously, I know we're going to probably have some troublemakers, but please do your best. Do not try to start trouble. Do not try to cheat the system. We want this to be a fair and honest contest for everyone. The final rule is that if you win a game, you cannot enter for other games, because we don't want people to, oh, all right. Now, I completely understand it would be random, you know. Someone might win the first game and then win the 5th game. But that's not fair. We want everyone to have a fair chance. And once you've won one, that's enough. You know what I mean? Open it up to other people. So, that being said, if you enter and you win a game, please don't enter again. If you do enter again and you happen to win, we're going to know, obviously. We've already given you a game, and we're going to negate that, and we're going to pick someone else. So please be respectful of everyone else. Give everyone a fair chance, okay? So that's how it's going to work. Every Friday I post up a video, I draw a game, okay? So then for a week you will go to the thread, post up. On the next Friday I will announce the winner, okay? In the video, the next video of the Hardcore Gaming season giveaway, I will announce the winner from the previous week. Congratulations. And what I'd like you to do is, if you could please contact me via a PM on my website and give me shipping information. Like, say I live here, here's my address, please ship it such and such, blah blah blah, to this address, and I will go to the post office during the week and I will ship that game off to you, okay? If someone does not contact me, like let's say I pick a winner and I don't hear from them a couple days into the week, that's it. I'm going to pick a new winner, because we need to have winners. We can't have these games just sitting around when people are eager to win. You know what I mean? So be alert. If you enter, you better check on Friday, and you better check over that next couple of days to make sure that you send me your information, or else you're not going to get the game. Okay? So it's going to be an announcement video where I announce the person who won the game. We'll congratulate them, and then we'll pick the next game out of a hat. New thread will be created in the description of the video. You go there and you enter for the next game. Okay? So that's how it's going to work. Starting again Friday, September 14th. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This contest is going to run all the way to the end of November. So how cool is that? That we have a contest, 10 weeks of giveaways, okay? Really awesome. I feel good doing it. Again, a way for me to give back to the fans. And a way for me, honestly, to get some use out of stuff that's just lying around my condo, okay? So, without further ado, I know people have probably been waiting to hear what are the games, okay? In no particular order, because remember, I'm going to draw them randomly out of a hat. In no particular order, here are the games that I will be giving away during the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway of 2012. First game, a game that I actually wanted to try, I wanted to see. This was one of the games that, when the PlayStation Move originally was announced, this was announced that it was going to be a launch title, and it really looked like a game that was going to implement the Move to the fullest, and people were like, wow, this will sell the Move. The problem was the game didn't come out for a year and a half after the Move's life cycle, you know what I mean? It had already been out for a year and a half, it had almost no good games for it, so it was too little too late. I got the game, but I never had a chance to play it because there was just too much else going on. I'm talking about Sorcery, okay? So Sorcery for the PS3, of course, you need the PS Move to play it. If you don't have the PS Move, maybe you won't want to enter, unless, again, you're just looking for a piece of memorabilia and you want me to sign it for you. That's that, okay? So Sorcery for the PS3. Up next, a game that some people were disappointed when I didn't play it, okay? It's one of the games that unfortunately fell through the cracks simply because this year was too inundated with role-playing games. This year, by far, I don't know what these publishers were thinking. They all decided to release their role-playing games within like a 6-month period. People were tired. They saw, you see Final Fantasy 13 2, then you see Xenoblade Chronicles, then you see Tale of Grace's F, then you see Kingdoms of Amalur, then you see this, then you see that. How many role-playing games can you release in 1 year? It's retarded. And a lot of them even have similarities between them, which is extra retarded. So this is one of them that I purchased. I had intended to play, but when I saw that really there was no interest in RPGs in my playthroughs on YouTube, I decided to do other stuff. The game is Tales of Grace's F for PlayStation 3, and look at this. It's not even open. I never even opened the game. It's sealed. So it's a brand new copy of Tales of Grace's F. that will be given away in the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway. The next one is not a game that I think is going to be, under very high demand. It's a game that I played during one of my marathons this year. It was a themed marathon, and it was in there during a time of actually when a movie was released. I'm talking about Spider-Man Friend or Foe for the Xbox 360. This is a game that I did co-op with John Rambo during the time when Amazing Spider-Man was released in theaters. It was timely, but now I actually have no use for it whatsoever now that we've beaten it, so I'll be giving that away during the giveaway, okay? The next game was interesting because it was actually going to be the first game of this particular sport that I was ever going to play. But it just so happened it came out a week when there were so many major releases that I never got to play it, and I'm just never going to go to it. Another game that is sealed, I never opened it, Major League Baseball 2K12. Again, sealed, not open, brand new. So, another opportunity for someone to get a brand new game. The next game is exactly the same situation. It's not a sports game, but it's a game that I had some interest in. It looked pretty good, or it looked like a unique game at least, and I had some interest in getting it, but I bought it, and then there were just so many major releases that took so long for me to play, I never got to it. The game is Top Gun Hard Lock. A game that actually they released ahead of time of its release date. That's right, it was supposed to come out like a certain date, and they released it like a week early on a Friday without telling anyone. So no one really bought it because no one even knew the game was out. And I have not heard a damn thing about it, but someone's going to get it. Sealed. Brand new. Okay? The next game is kind of unfortunate, and I am a little bit disappointed that I never got to it. And I know at this point I'm not going to get to it. There's just no way I will. Because it is based off of a series of books that I've been reading that I really enjoy. Of course, I've been reading some of the reviews of this game that said the game sucks monkey ass. The only good thing about it is the voice acting in the story. The actual gameplay is atrociously bad. I'm talking about Game of Thrones, the role-playing game, published by Atlas, my favorite people, on the Xbox 360. This one is open, but I never played it, okay? This one, quite honestly, I think a lot of people are going to be interested in, okay? And the reason I say that is because this was a game that I played the demo for, that I had intended to play the game in a playthrough, but this was during the time when I was playing RPGs, and all of a sudden, people just didn't want to see them anymore. And a lot of people have said, Phil, play it, Phil, play it. I'm like, no, I've actually found out the game is extremely long, and actually gets very repetitive once you get into the meat of it. A lot of the missions and stuff are kind of the same. I understand why. This is probably the kind of game that's fun to play, but not fun to watch. I'm talking about Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. That's right, it is open, but I never played it, and it's here, pristine, it's waiting for you to play it, so that's going to be up for grabs. The next one is an oddball. You're going to be like, what the hell? Here's what happened. Back when Darksiders 1, that's right, Darksiders 1, when that game was released in it was 2010, I believe, right? In early 2010, there was an odd giveaway, and I didn't understand why they did this, but inside Darksiders 1, there was a giveaway. It says, if you buy this game, here's a voucher, mail it in, and you'll get a free game. So I was like, wow, I'm going to get a whole free game? Wow. I mailed it in. Guess what they sent me? Prototype. That's right. Prototype, the Platinum Hits version of it, but it's actually Prototype 1, okay? And it's a promotional version that you're not supposed to sell. I'm not selling it, I'm giving it away. Now keep in mind, this was a year after I'd already beaten Prototype 1 and done a playthrough on YouTube, so I had no use for it, but at the time also the game had no value, so I never traded it in. Well, I held on to it, and now someone's going to have a chance to win Prototype 1, okay? 2 more games to go, and these are actually collector's editions. So these have some additional content that you might be interested in. The first one, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't really like it when I played it, when I did the playthrough. I thought that actually the original game surpassed the sequel. I think that the sequel actually pulled back from a lot of stuff from the original game, and that the sequel didn't have enough content and didn't have enough original new stuff added to it to even be a good game. However, I did purchase the collector's edition of this game, which comes with some neat extras. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 for the Xbox 360, that's right. Now, I want to warn everyone, it's not going to have everything, because there were some things that was a voucher code that I already entered. So, for example, the extra skins and the lightsaber crystal you're not going to get. But you are going to get, right here, I don't know if you can see it, it's a small Star Killer USB flash drive, okay? It's 2 gigabytes, and it has some digital art book, 5 desktop themes for the PC and Mac, and the full game script are on that thumb drive. That was actually what came with the collector's edition of the game. So that's that. That's up for grabs as well. And now last, but definitely not least, if you're a fan of this series, however, it seemed that this year a lot of people stopped being fans of this series, which is pretty funny, in particular because of this game. But the game itself is a good value if you're a fan. Here we go. This is a big one. Final Fantasy 13-2 Collector's Edition, okay? Now to show you what you're going to get if you win this game, because I think the Collector's Edition was actually pretty good for this game, okay? You're going to get, for the PlayStation 3 obviously, that's what I got it for, you're going to get the game disc, you're going to get a collector's book here, I think this is the instruction book. There's actually a book that has a soundtrack listing. You're saying soundtrack listing, why does it have that? You'll see in a second. Conceptual artwork book inside, and then a 4-disc soundtrack, okay? 4 discs, so pretty much all the music in the game is on these discs. So this is a good value if you enjoy the Final Fantasy 13 games, if you like the music of Final Fantasy 13 or Final Fantasy 13-2, this is going to be good. This is great. I mean, like, I paid a lot of extra money for this, but then it turned out I didn't really, I mean, I played the game, I beat it, it wasn't spectacular. The ending was a complete cop-out. I was so pissed at the ending not having a real ending, and that Square Enix forcing you to later on pay to get DLC to get the true ending of the game, that I said, fuck this, I'm not doing it. I'm not paying for the DLC, and I ended up not ever doing the true ending of the game, and you know what? I don't give a flaming fuck, because the plot of this game sucks my ass. It really does. It's balls. The plot of the original Final Fantasy 13 sucked. The plot of this game sucks. The characters are boring, not interesting. It's stupid. They don't know what they're doing with the series anymore. But that being said, it's still a fun role-playing game. I spent several nights when I was playing this game grinding at night to get my characters up to a level that I could just go through the playthrough, and I actually do like the combat of the game. It's fun, and again, if you're a fan, you're going to definitely enjoy the full soundtrack of the game that's with it. So, that's it. Those are the 10 games that will be up for grabs, one a week, during the Hardcore Gaming Season giveaway of 2012. If this is successful, this may be something I do every year. I'm absolutely sure that every year I'll probably have some games left over that people might want. In fact, I've got a couple more over here that I'm only holding on to because I know there's going to be some upcoming DLCs, but once those DLCs are done, I might want to get rid of those as well, so maybe we'll do this next year too. But as of right now, these are the 10 games for this year that I'm looking to give away, so that's how it's going to work. So again, this is just the introduction explaining how it works, starting Friday, September 14th. Tune in here to DSPGaming. The last thing I upload on that day will be a video starting this series, and it's going to be really fun, I think. I think it's going to be interesting to see how many people want to participate with this contest. So, thanks a lot to everyone for all the support that you've given me, whether it's the Hardcore Gaming Season or not. I fully expect that now that the major releases are going to start to come out, that people are, it's going to explode. People are going to love watching the footage, and finally this drought, this summer drought that we really had of really not a lot of games is going to be not relieved, but finally your drought will be quenched. Let's put it that way. Your thirst for good games is going to be quenched coming up very soon. So I'm excited to be able to run a contest like this during the time when I know I'll be getting the most views of the year, so that way the most people can definitely be involved with the contest and have a chance to win. My way of giving back to the fans and saying thank you, and again, stuff that's just laying around for me, might as well give it to someone who can get some use out of it. So, alright. There will be more information coming shortly. Like I said, on the 14th, we'll announce which game will be first. But as of now, take a look, figure out which games you'd like to enter for, and that's that. So thanks a lot for tuning in to this channel update and hanging in there. I will see you for new gameplay tomorrow. Mystery game. I think people will enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it. I've never played it, but I've heard good things about it. So we're going to see what happens. I'll see you then for gameplay. Peace out.